Yesterday, Andrew Jones went 2 for 5. He had a double, a home run, and 3 RBIs. Those 3 RBIs were the difference in a 7-4 win. Atlanta has survived not only 102 games, but also 103 other teams. They're one victory away from winning the World Series. If they win the World Series, they'll be number 1 out of 104 teams. An unbelievable feat. For the Orioles to come back, they have to win 3 in a row. The first game will be today. The next 2 in Atlanta. For the next 3 games, we all know that if Atlanta wins any of the next 3 games, we can call them world champions. Game 5 of the World Series here in Baltimore. The Braves lead it 3 games to 1, and they're 1 game away from winning the whole thing. Welcome everybody to Baltimore in a very big game, as the Baltimore Orioles are down 3-1, but they're at home here in game number 5 of the World Series. Now, I can tell you this much today, that they are back to the lineup that got them 14 runs and took three games to figure out. For the Orioles, Bellinger, Powell will hit second, Johnson will hit third, and Frank Robinson will hit fourth. Elrod Hendricks will be the catcher at number 7. Brooks and Paul Blair there. ABC line, there's no reason that they should change them. Bobby Cox is Joe Altobelli. It is Joe Altobelli for Baltimore as the manager, but Bobby Cox here is right now having a chance to win the World Series in '99, something that both of these teams were eluded in their years. The '99 Braves lost to the Yankees, and the '71 Orioles lost to the Pirates. As you take a look here, Greg Maddux, he is going to be on the mound against Pat Dobson. This is really big as you take a look at both these teams. If Baltimore wins big, they got a lot of momentum for Game 6. And then they got Jim Palmer, and all Jim Palmer has to do, they have to win. If they win, then Game 7's always a crapshoot. You never know, but today they got to win. If they don't win, it's all over. It is all over. So we're about ready to go to the field. Let's go to the national anthem, and here we go on the field.
Ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, and that gentlemen remove your hats. 200 years ago today, Francis Scott Key witnessed the 25-hour bombardment of Fort McHenry and wrote the immortal poem that was later set to music and became the Star-Spangled Banner, the national anthem of the United States. Please join us as we welcome the Fort McHenry Guard, who represent the defenders of Baltimore on September 14th, 1814. They will present the colors for this evening's game. Also, as a special tribute to the bicentennial, the Maryland Historical Society proudly displays its handmade replica Star-Spangled Banner flag, bearing 15 stars and 15 stripes over the batter's eye wall in center field. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing as we welcome musician first class Maya Rodriguez, who will honor our nation with her rendition of our Star-Spangled Banner.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
All right, we're ready to go here, and this is, well, it's game number 5, and we went over everything now, and we're about ready to go as we go to the field. If this were in, I don't know, it's the old philosophical debate. Do you want game 5 now in Atlanta and try and win there and get 6 and 7 at home, or do you want to win game 5 at home and get the momentum and play 6 on the road and then 7, which could go any way? So Pat Dobson, 3 and 2, 45 innings pitched. He's 5.20 ERA, 66 strikeouts, 5 walks, 26 earned runs, 48 hits. He's given up, and we're ready to go. Pat Dobson now to Andrew Jones, and we're underway. And that's going to be hit foul, 0-1 here in the top of the first inning of game number 5. 324, 307, and 349, the 3 averages coming up in the inning. The ABC line, it'll be 0 for 2. The Orioles have not been able to have good starting pitching that has stopped Atlanta in the first 3 innings. They've been big in the first 3 innings. It'll be the 1-2. High pop fly to Paul Blair in center field. And it'll be caught 1 out. They get 1 out. It is tense and nervous here because yesterday they got 2 outs and Chipper Jones a home run. And here's Brian Jordan. It's going to be a strike with 1 out. So Pat Dobson working pretty well early, and it'll be 1-1. Off to the side. The 1-1. High pop fly to right field. And underneath, nearing the wall, it's going to be an out, 2 out. Two outs, and here's Chipper Jones. And it's going to be down low, a ball 1. 1-0 with 2 outs. That'll be fouled off, 1-1. Pat Dobson. That'll be fouled on the ground, 1-2 with 2 outs. 1-2 to Chipper Jones. That'll be a little looper, and that's a base hit. So they can't get 1, 2, and 3, and there's a lot of frustrated Oriole fans. It all starts like this. And here's Ryan Klesko. Klesko, and they throw to first, and it's an error, and Jay'll go to second. Chipper Jones to second now. Starting a little bit to fall apart, here's Dobson, and that'll be fouled off, 0-1. They want to get out of this inning. Klesko hitting .223, and quickly down 0-2. A hit and an error to get to second for Chipper Jones. Struck him out, and that'll end the first half of the first inning here in game number 5. The score: Atlanta nothing, Baltimore nothing. Bottom of the first inning, you got Bellinger, Powell, and Johnson. Greg Maddux will be up 4-3. 55 in the third innings, 60 hits, 30 earned runs, 54 strikeouts, 6 walks, a 4.88 ERA. So here's Greg.
Good kid.
And it's going to be low, ball one. Ball one, it'll be low 2-0. 2-0, Bellinger. And it'll be 2-1. Bottom of the first inning. It has been a run fest in this World Series. 1 out. I'm not saying these games were close, but there's been a lot of runs, and here's Boog Powell. And that's going to be a strike there, 0-1. Last game was the first game that really went to the wire. It was 7-4. The first 3 games were blowouts. Powell, the 0-2 pitch. He's hitting .321, and he strikes out there. Oh, they call catcher's interference. Wait a second. I've been in this game for so long, and I don't think I've ever seen that. It's catcher's interference. Oh my goodness, and here's Davey. And that'll be fouled off, 0-1. I'll tell you what, this has been bizarre. That's going to be put down as an error. It'll be 1-1 away, so Greg Maddox will be throwing his 10th pitch to Davey Johnson. And Johnson will foul that off. It's now 1-2. With Frank Robinson hitting 4th, and coming up next, he has a rising batting average. It'll be 1-2 with an out. That'll be to right field, and underneath it'll go foul, and it will. 1-2 with 1 out. To Davey. And that'll be fouled off again. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. And Davey to left field, and that's going to be a base hit, so Powell will go to second. And it'll be first and second now with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And here's Frank, the DH. And Frank, that'll be down below, 1 ball, no strikes with 1 out. Frank Robinson inning 248. Frank will be on the ground. They're going to move him up. They throw to second. They get 1. And it's going to be first and third with 2 outs now. Powell to third. 2 outs, and here's Donnie Buford hitting 324. And that's going to be a strike. The left fielder hitting 324, 6 home runs, 20 RBI. Will be down low, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. And Donnie, that'll be on the ground, 2-1 with 2 outs. 2 balls and a strike to Buford. Buford to left field. Is it going to be long enough? And it will be caught at the wall. Gerald Williams with the catch, a left fielder. It was in the notch. If it wasn't in the notch, it would have been gone. Anywhere else, it would have been gone. With that notch, oh my goodness. What a weird game. We go to the second. It's Lopez, Boone, and Simon. And here's Javi, high pop fly. Center field is Paul Blair, 1 out. Now top of the second, here's Brett Boone. And Pat Dobson again, that'll be inside, ball 1. That'll be 1-1. So Boone, the second baseman, hitting 280 in the playoffs. That'll be fouled away, 1-2. Exceptionally good start for Baltimore's starting pitcher. And it'll be to center field. And that'll be 2 outs. Blair nails it, and there'll be 2 outs. And here's Randall Simon. Randall Simon now. It'll be high, ball 1. So Simon, the DH, hitting 341, one of the better hitters in the postseason, hasn't had the greatest of series. It'll be 1-1 with 2 outs here in game number 5. If Atlanta wins, they're champions. It'll be 1 ball, 2 balls, 1 strike now. If Baltimore wins, then they go to Baltimore for the next game. That'll be on the ground. Bellinger, the Boog, and they got it. Go to the bottom of the second inning. The score, Atlanta 0, Baltimore 0. As you take a look here, this is what a game so far, and this is, wow, Maddox closes it out, HC0023, good to see you. Really good to see you here in the bottom of the second inning. Great to see you. I'm glad you caught one of these World Series games. 104 teams. 104 teams. The difference is when we do the PlayStation games, I can see it on the screen. Between innings is when I can see your comments, so don't worry, I'll get to them between innings. But yeah, the prediction of Maddox closing it out, maybe. Here's Redmond, Hendricks, and Robinson. Redmond hitting .317 in the postseason. That'll be ball one inside. Greg Maddox had 20 pitches in that first inning, a little more than he wanted. That'll be down below 2-0. If Baltimore wins, they go to Atlanta for 2, and Baltimore has to win a total of 3 in a row. It's 3-0 to Merv Redmond. That'll be a strike right down the middle, 3-1. Greg Maddox, a .479 ERA in the postseason, and that'll be fouled back. Redmond in the bottom of the second inning. The pitch. That'll be to left field. It's going to be fair, and it's fair, and here comes Merv Redmond around first. Merv Redmond is going to be around second. They throw it into second base, and he's going to be safe. Merv Redmond has a double. Might jinx it by saying Greg Maddox here, but we don't know. Here's Elrod, hitting .217. Elrod, did he go? No, he didn't. It's ball one. So Redmond is on second base with nobody out in the bottom of the second. Pitch here, it'll be 2-0. Maddox hasn't been as sharp as he has in the past. Down low, it's going to be 3-0. Are they going to walk Hendricks? There's going to be a strike there, 3-1. A lot of pitches for Greg Maddox today. Usually he's a little more aggressive. That's a pop-up. Lopez is going to be back to get it, and he gets it. 1 out. Oh, what a terrible at-bat for Hendricks, and here's Brooks. Brooks hitting .330. His average is going up. Brooks will be on the ground. Guillen to first, 2 outs. Bottom of the second with 2 outs. Here's Paul Blair, the center fielder. That'll be in for a strike, 0-1. 2 outs, on to the second inning. They'll be on the ground. He hit that one. That one was low, and they throw to first. They get the out, and that's it. Game 5. It's 0-0, unusually low scoring for this series. And here in the top of the third inning, Gerald Williams, a left fielder now. And Williams will hit it to left field. And right to Johnny Buford, 1 out. Oh my, the line. Remember in the other games, it was already a lot of runs. In game number 1, it was already 9-0. It'll be ball 1 down low to Ozzie Guillen. Guillen again inside, 2-0. Pat Dobson has been pretty efficient here. Guillen again. This will be Bellinger to Boog. They're getting a lot of ground balls and a lot of control here. 2 out. And here's Andrew Jones, the ABC troop. The ABC line. That'll be a strike. Andrew Jones is 0 for 1. He can go deep. They've been going deep all series. It'll be 1-1. Of course, they better hope the law of averages starts after this game. And that's deep to Andrew Jones, and he's going to open things up. Oh my, the ABC line opens up the scoring. It's 1-0 Atlanta. Andrew Jones, they've been on fire in the entire series. And the ABC, Andrew Jones, Brian Jordan, and Chipper Jones. Oh my, and here's Brian Jordan now. An inordinate amount of home runs for Atlanta, and that'll be high. And Hendricks will call for it and make it. That's the end of the inning. They get that patented solo shot. In the top of the third inning, we go to the bottom. It is 1-0 Atlanta on a solo home run. So here's Bellinger, Powell, and Johnson. Greg Maddux now, that's going to be low ball one. So Maddux will come in already in the first inning. A swing and a miss there by Bellinger. Maddux are 34 pitches in the first 2 innings, and that's Bellinger, a base hit to left. And here comes Baltimore on first. Bellinger's on first, and here's Boog Powell. We always talked about clinching lead. That's when the clinching team has a lead in their clinching game. But this is a World Series lead right now. Here's Powell, and outside 2-1. Greg Maddux has allowed 3 hits today. He's scattering them, and this is Powell. High into left field. It should easily be caught by Williams, 1 out. He almost had a home run, but believe it or not, that ball went right into that notch. And here's Davey, who's 1 for 1 today, and that's a strike. Davey has had big home runs in the past. Pitch it's down low, 1-1. Davey Johnson hitting .342. That'll be fouled off, 1-2 with an out. Greg Maddux already up to 45. Oh, and he hit Davey Johnson. And now it's going to be first and second with 1 out. Here's Frank, who's 0 for 1. And Frank will foul that back. There's 1 out, and again, the Orioles are threatening. Frank hitting .245. Swing and a miss here. He's a career .283 hitter. With 1 out to 2 strikes, fouls it off. Bellinger on second, Johnson on first. Here's Frank. That's going to be a ball 1. Bottom of the 3rd inning, and that's going to be Frank fouling it again. It'll be number 6 to Frank. That'll be fouled again. Greg Maddux, he's a spot pitcher. He can't get it by. And that's deep to left field. It might hit the fence, and it will. 1 run's going to score. They're tied. Are they going to score 2 runs? Here comes Davey to third. Davey's going to stop. They're going to come home. No, they're not. And it's second and third with 1 out, and we're tied at 1. Baltimore has tied this game. Frank Robinson's double. And here's Donnie Buford now, the left fielder. That'll be inside, ball 1. Bottom of the 3rd, it's 1-1. Buford now, and it'll be 2-0. At 3:21, it'll be fouled back, 2-1. 2-1. It'll be 2-2. Oh, what a call there. Buford wanting a pop fly for a sacrifice. And Buford on the ground. They're not going to move. He gets the out. Nothing. That was terrible. Buford couldn't even get anybody in. And here's Merv Retman. He's 1 for 1 today. They could be up 3-1. Inside, ball 1 now. Very big at bat. If he walks, Hendricks will come up. They might do that. And it'll be a strike there, 1-1. Oh, right at the bottom corner. Redmond hitting .324 in the postseason. That'll be fouled away. Quickly 2 strikes. Greg Maddux, his 61st pitch. Hit on the ground. This should be it. Short to first, but the Orioles tie the game. Victory in the World Series to go to the 4th. 1-1. Top of the 4th inning, you got Jones, Klesko, and Lopez. And here's Pat Thompson. And that's going to be a ball down low. Well, Pat Thompson is trying to, well, hopefully, if you're Baltimore, not give Atlanta more. If you're Atlanta, you want to keep on them. That's going to be a pop fly to left field. Donnie Buford underneath and deep, and he makes the catch. Oh, my goodness. Here's Ryan Klesko. Last year, the World Series, that's going to be center field, Blair, and he makes the catch the line drive. And it's going to be 2 out. Last year, the World Series was clinched in the stadium, but it was in Game 7 for the Orioles. That'll be fouled off, 0-1. Dobson, deadly efficient. He might be under 10 pitches an inning. It'll be 1-1. He's at 38. This is number 39. It'll be outside for a ball. This is pitch number 40. A swing and a miss here. 2-2 with 2 outs. 2-2. Struck him out, and that's it. At the end of the top of the 4th, we go to the bottom. It's 1-1 here in game number 5. Atlanta leads 3 games to 1, and here's Elrod Hendricks. So Dobson pretty good. Hendricks will hit it to third. We'll go to first. We got 1 out. Hendricks the first pitch. Here's Brooks Robinson, who's 0 for 1. Greg Maddox now, and Robinson, high pop fly. This might be 2 pitches, 2 outs. And Robinson to center field. That's going to be the 2nd out here in the bottom of the 4th. And here's Paul Blair, center field. And that'll be to left field. That's fouled it off, 0-1. Bottom of the 4th inning, it's 1-1, a stark contrast from all the other games. Going to be a strike 0-2. We thought that this type of game would be how all of them would go. And that's going to be a base hit for Paul Blair, and Blair will get on first. He gets on first with 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th, 2 outs, and here's Bellinger. 309. Bottom of the 4th, 2 outs. Blair is on first. That's going to be down below, ball 1. Bellinger, and it'll go away, and Bellinger now. High and deep to left, and easily caught 3 outs. Go to the 5th inning, the score. Atlanta 1, Baltimore 1. My goodness, here's Boone, Simon, and Williams for Pat Dobson. Dobson has only had 41 pitches in 4 innings. That's 10 1/4 pitches per inning. The first one will be a strike, the second one to Boone. Fouled off, 0-2. So Boone, the second baseman. The inside, 1 ball, 2 strikes. He's hitting .281 on the year when the bases are empty. High and deep to left. They're doing everything with solo shots, and it is gone. It's gone. Brett Boone. Brett Boone, and it's a 2-1 lead. Oh, they're so deadly with home runs. You think about Atlanta as a speed team, a pitching team, a National League team, but they're bombing them out of the ballpark. Bombing them out, and Brett Boone was big, and here's Randall Simon. It's going to be fouled back, 0-1. Nobody out yet. And Pat Dobson, all the Oriole fans are saying, please don't melt down. Dobson the 0-2, and that's a strikeout. That'll be 1 out. Here's Gerald Williams, left field. That'll be a strike there. So, although the Braves are loving it that they're up 2-1, they know there's so much more to go. Down low, 2-1 with 1 out. Here's Pat Dobson. That'll be fouled off, 2-2. Really getting contact in this game. Lots of foul balls. It'll be 3-2 with an out. To Gerald Williams, the left fielder. And Williams will be on the ground, Powell. And that'll be an out, 2 out. And here's Ozzie Guillen, the shortstop. He's 0 for 1. He had a big day yesterday. That'll be a ball 1. Yesterday it was close, and they broke it open in the 9th. Blowing away, 2-0. It'll be 3-0 outside with 2 outs to Ozzie Guillen, and if you walk him, you got Andrew Jones. They gave him the green light there, 3-1. Pat Dobson. Oh, he swung at that. That was almost over his head. 3-2, 282. High pop fly. And underneath. And Paul Blair, that'll be 3 outs. Bottom of the 5th. It's 2-1. Bottom of the 5th inning, here's Boog Powell. That'll be fouled off, 0-1. Boog getting 318. It'll be 1-1. 1-1 to Boog. That'll be a hard shot, and it's a base hit. Boog Powell will get a single into right field. Bottom of the 5th inning, and here's Davey. Davies 1 for 1. That's going to be a strike. So Boog Powell on first, down 2-1. 6 hits on the day. It'll be low 1-1. A lot of pitches in this game. Bottom of the 5th, and it's 73 already for Maddox. And 74 here. It's 2-1. Davies hitting .342 in the postseason, 1 for 1 today. And Davey, that's a base hit for Davey Johnson. And Boog Powell gets to second. Boog is going to third. They're going to throw to third. And he's going to be safe. And it's first and third with nobody out. Here in game number 5. The last one in Baltimore. And here's Frank Robinson, 1 for 2. Nobody out. The outside, ball 1, bottom of the 5th. Incredible game here. Down low, 2-0 to Frank. Donnie Buford would be up after this. Frank's 1 for 2 with an RBI. They'll foul that off, 2-1. 2-1, bottom of the 5th inning. They'll be on the ground. Oh, they move to second base. But they don't get the run in, and it's going to be 1 out.
Good, Candy.
Here's Donnie Buford, 0 for 2. And they go to the outside, strike 1. 2-1, Atlanta leading Baltimore. A swing and a miss here, 0-2, with 1 out. Buford struck him out, and Buford cannot get in the sacrifice. Baltimore's a hit away from taking the lead. Let's check the thing. Yeah, Jones, clutch hit. Orioles fighting HC, 0023. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for watching so far. It is good. I don't know why that there it is. It wasn't being updated, but anyway, HC0023, you're right. You know, Jones is, Andrew Jones, unbelievable home run. But here's Merv Retman. Can he be clutch? 2 outs, bottom of the 5th. And he'll foul that off, 0-1. If he gets a base hit, Baltimore's going to have a 3-2 lead. 2-1. Here's a swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Sorry, not the 2-1. It was the 0-1. And now it's 0-2. Two strikes, 2 outs. 2 on. For Merv Retman. It's 1 for 2. There'll be a ball, 1-2. Bottom of the 5th, 2-1. Here's Merv. He fouls that off again. Big pitch for Greg Maddox. Number 87. Ball 2. Down low. If you're an Oriole fan, this is just so tense. You know, a base hit and you got a lead here in game 5. 3-2. If they walk Merv Retman, then you have Elrod Hendricks coming up. The 3-2. Ball 4, and they walk him. And now Elrod Hendricks will be up. You got to be aggressive with Elrod, and this is huge now. Elrod Hendricks of the Baltimore Orioles. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs, bases loaded. Hendricks 0 for 2 today. It'll be low ball 1. He has the Blair for huge base hit. He'll go 1 for 4, but get that 1 in the 9th inning. And make everybody say, hey, he's a hero. That'll be fouled off, 1-1. Bottom of the 5th, 2 outs, bases loaded, game 5. The pitch, and it's going to be 2-1 with 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th inning. Elrod Hendricks, the 0-2. On the ground, and they won't go. It's an error! It's an error! It's an error! It's an error, and we're tied! Oh, what a big error! Oh, what a huge error by Ryan Klesko. Oh my goodness, that was a huge error. The second of the day for Atlanta. And in the bottom of the 5th, the bases are still loaded with 2 outs. Oh, what a big error. And here's Brooks Robinson, 0 for 2. I'll be down below 1 ball here. Bottom of the 5th inning. And the pitch to Brooks. It'll be 2-0. Greg Maddox, he's up to 96 now. 2-1, that's going to be a strike. Brooks Robinson. That'll be 2-2 with 2 outs. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 5th. Can Brooks Robinson give him a lead? The 2-2. That'll be fouled off. Stays alive. The 99th pitch. High and inside. This will be number 100. Every scoreboard bulb is lit. Every light bulb on that scoreboard is lit. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bases loaded. Bottom of the 5th to Brooks Robinson. The pitch. It'll be a little looper. And underneath this Lopez. And he should get it. And he does. And that's it. They tie it on the air. They blow some opportunities. But it's 2-2. We go to the 6th. Go to the 6th. Here is Pat Dobson, and here's Andrew Jones, 1 for 2, a solo shot. Only 1 RBI today. That was in, and that's going to be strike 1. They foul it off here in the top of the 6th. It's 2-2 now on that error by Ryan Klesko. The 0-2. The 0-2 to Andrew Jones. And Jones fouls it off. What an odd game so far. We had a catcher's interference, a couple errors, we had everything, and that's a base hit. Andrew Jones always gets on here. And he'll have a single with nobody out. We're in the top of the 6th inning. The Baltimore fans are saying, not now, Pat, not now. And the Atlanta fans are saying, yep, we're heating up. Here's Brian Jordan, 0 for 2. That'll be a strike. They go back to first. Dobson, 65 pitches. A swing and a miss here, quickly 0-2. Brian Jordan, who's 0 for 2 today, hitting .303. They throw to first, he's safe. The 0-2. Struck him out. That's going to be 1 out here in the 6th. And now here's Chipper, who's 1 for 2 today. And that'll be down low ball 1. 1 out, top of the 6th. That'll be fouled away, 1-1. 1 out. At Dobson. And there'll be now 1-2 to Chipper Jones. Hitting .352, 1 for 2 today. The 2-strike pitch. And it'll be jammed. And he had error, another error. Oh my goodness, that's a big error. This is a bizarre game. There's been errors all over the place. That was a double play to end the inning. And Brooks Robinson with a huge error. And here's Klesko. The guy with the Atlanta error allowing a run to score. Klesko to left field. And this one will hit the ground. And that error was huge. 1 run's going to score. Are they going to get 2 runs scoring here? Klesko around, so no, just 1. And it's 3-2 Braves. A double play that could have ended the inning. And Brooks Robinson booted it. And here's Javi. 0 for 2. That'll be a ball outside. Pat Dobson had it around the horn, but that air was huge. Now to be on the ground. They're not going to get a double play here, but they'll get an out, 2 out. Top of the 6th, 2 outs. Here's Brett Boone. 1 for 2. He has his solo shot. Him and Andrew Jones had the only runs before with solo home runs. I'll be low and outside, ball 1. Dobson foul back, 1-1. They got 2 on. If he has a base hit here, that would break this game wide open. Boone, 1 for 2 today, inside, 2-1. Look at this spread. It's a huge triangle. Like an isosceles one. It'll be 2-2. Yeah, I'm looking at the pitching chart. He's been no, only one pitcher was close for Brett Boone. The 2-2 with 2 outs. High pop fly to left field. If this goes, it might be World Series. And it goes. Brett Boone. Brett Boone. Brett Boone. He might have won this thing. And the Braves dugout is going crazy now. They're coming out of the dugout. They're going crazy. Everything is going nuts. It's 6-2. Brett Boone with 2 outs on a 2-ball, 2-strike pitch. Brett Boone. Brett Boone. Oh my goodness. Brett Boone. Oh my. And it goes from 3-2 to 6-2. All unearned, and Dick Hall will be in. He's 0-1, 9 innings pitched. Struck out 9, walked 2, 7 earned runs, 11 hits. An ERA is 7. And that'll be on the ground. This time Brooks to Boog, and that's 3 outs. The double play they couldn't get, and they give up 4 runs. That error by Brooks Robinson could be deadly. We go to the bottom of the 6th. Here's Blair, Bellinger, and Powell. Blair singled in the 4th. That'll be low ball 1. This is Greg Maddux at 101 pitches. And it is silent here in Baltimore. Really, really silent. Now to be on the ground. Guillen to first. Guillen to Klesko, 1 out. And here's Bellinger, who's 1 for 3. The fans are just in shock after that last inning. A swing and a miss. In the bottom of the 6th. It's 6-2. It'll be 1-1 with 1 out. Pitch here, it'll be 2-1. Atlanta with 4 unearned runs. The double play, that was, if you're an Oriole fan, you're stunned. Bellinger will foul that away, 3-2 with an out. 3-2 with an out. Inside, and they walk Bellinger. And that's his 2nd walk for Greg Maddux in the game. And a new pitcher, Bruce Chen. His first time in the playoffs. What a time to come in. He's got to face Boog Powell, who's 1 for 2. They throw to first, he's safe. Boog Powell. And that'll be fouled away, 0-1. 0-1, and it'll be 1-1. 1-1 with 1 out. That'll be a strike here, 1-2. Bottom of the 6th, 1-2. And it hit Boog Powell, now they got 2 on. Wow, I'll tell you what, right now, Baltimore wants to get a couple back. They might not be out of this. And here's Davey, who's 2 for 2. Here in the bottom of the 6th. And that'll be ball 1, Bruce Chen. So Paul Blair was the first out. Bellinger and Powell got on. And here's Davey. It'll be 2-0. It is a little bit tense. The fans looking a little bit here. It'll be 3-0 to Davey Johnson. And Frank Robinson will be up with 1 out with the bases loaded if they walk him. And that's going to be a strike, 3-1. Game number 5 at 6-2. The 3-1. He walked him, and the bases are now loaded. The World Series might rest on Frank Robinson, who's 1 for 3 today. He's got Robinson and Buford. But here's Robinson with 1 out. Even 1 run would be big. So here's Frank. Hard hit to left field, and it's going to be a base hit. 1 run's going to score. Are they going to bring in a second? They throw it home. Here he comes. It's going to be close. It's going to be easy. It's 6-4 now, and the tying run is on first. It's 6-4 here in the bottom of the 6th. And now here's Donnie Buford, who's 0 for 3 today. And the Oriole fans are saying, hey, we need a good at-bat out of you. So here we go, Bruce Chen against Donnie Buford. That'll be a strike, 0-1. Bottom of the 6th, 1 out, 2 on. Game 5 of the World Series. The pitch, down low, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out, bottom of the 6th. Here's Donnie, the 1-1. Hard hit to left, and no, it'll go third to second, and they're just going to get 1. They're just going to get 1. It could have been a double play. It's still 6-4. And now here's Merv Redmond, who's 1 for 2. Well, if he can get a base hit here, you're talking about incredible. You'll see Baltimore way back. They're already back in this game. Chen, outside ball 1. If they walk Redmond, you got Elrod Hendricks coming up. They throw to first. He's safe. If he gets picked off, oh my goodness. So Chen the 1-0, and it'll be 1-1 with the strike. Merv Redmond will be down low, 2-1. 2 out, 6-4. Bottom of the 6th. 3-1. Oh my goodness, my goodness. 3-1 if they walk Redmond, and Hendricks comes up. The 3-1. He swung a ball forward. It's going to be picked up third to first to second, and he's out. Oh, what a strange decision. But Baltimore gets 2 back. They get 2 back, and it's now 6-4. Oh my goodness, he swung at ball 4. So Williams Guillen and Andrew Jones now. Can Dick Hall get himself out of here with no runs given up? That's going to be a ball. His ERA of 6.75 is going to be tough. It'll be 1-1. In the top of the 7th inning, Gerald Williams is up. And Williams, high pop fly, left field. And underneath, that'll be 1 out. 0 for 2 is Skazi Guillen today, the shortstop. And did he go? No, it'll be ball 1. So Hall coming in. The outside 2-0 with 1 out. Guillen, Jones, and Jordan. After Guillen, the ABCs come up. Be 3-0. You don't want to walk Guillen and have to face Andrew Jones. And that's going to be a strike there, 3-1. Dick Hall. That'll be fouled off, 3-2 with an out. 3-2. Now it'll be on the ground. This will be Brooks. To Boog. He got him barely, but he got him. And it's 2 out. Atlanta would like another run here, and this is where Andrew comes in. Jones is 2 for 3, a home run and an RBI. And I'll tell you what, he has a chance now to give a little bit of a buffer, and it's ball 1. If Hall can go 1, 2, 3, that would be big and stop this Atlanta run. 5 runs in the last 2 innings, it'll be 2-0. They've had a horrible time this postseason with 2-out home runs. It'll be 3-0. They might walk Andrew Jones to get to Brian Jordan. And that'll be 3-1. Hall with 14 pitches so far. The 15th. Now to be on the ground foul. Now it's 3-2 with 2 outs. Very big for Hall. 3-2. High pop fly. This is center field. Paul Blair's going after it. It'll stay in, and Paul Blair makes the catch, and that's it. Go to the bottom of the 7th inning at 6-4. My goodness, what a game. What an absolute. Well, I'll tell you in the bottom of the 7th inning now, you have Hendricks, Robinson, and Blair. Hendricks, Robinson, and Blair. And here's Elrod, who's 0 for 3 today. And he swung at one over his head. So he's 0 for 3, bottom of the 7th inning, 6-4. And that'll be quickly 0-2. Elrod only hitting .211, he's hitting 7th. And Elrod will foul it away. Remember 6, 7, and 8 last year? Remember 6, 7, and 8? How 6, 7, and 8 hit home runs? Struck out Elrod, and that's 1 out. Elrod was part of that. The 6, 7, 8 bunch. 1 in 7 games, and here's Brooks. Brooks is 0 for 3. And he had that major error. That'll be ball 1. Brooks and Paul Blair is hitting .219. That'll be 2-0. Bruce Chen's still in. He's 24 pitches. This will be 25, and that's a strike. Settle down a little bit. He's given up 1 earned run. It is 2-2. That is the strike at the top of the strike zone. The 2-2 with 1 out to Brooks. 3-2. If they could get Brooks on, the tying run would be the batter. So Brooks, the 3-2. And that'll be foul. 3-2, bottom of the 7th with 1 out. The pitch. And that'll be a hard shot, 2nd to 1st. And Klesko picks it up, 2 outs. Even 1 run would be big. And here's Paul Blair, 1 for 3. And that's going to be a ball there. He held up. Blair, then Bellinger. Very big there. And Blair, that'll be hard foul. 1-1. 2 outs, bottom of the 7th inning. It'll be 2-1. Chen, 32 pitches. Paul Blair's 1 for 3 today. He's a career .266 hitter. And that's to right field. That's going to be a base hit. Is it going to go to second? Let's see how far he can go. Blair, they're going to go around first. And Blair around second. Are they going to try for third? They are going to try for third. And Paul Blair will slide in. He's safe. And it is a triple for Paul Blair. And all Murph Redmond has to do is get a base hit. He's 1 for Bellinger. All Bellinger has to do is get a base hit. He's 1 for 3 today. And if Bellinger gets a base hit, it's now 6-5. Bottom of the 7th inning. And a great game 5. Low ball 1. To Mark Bellinger, the shortstop, 1 for 3. Hitting .306, .265 at home, and that's a strike. 1-1 with 2 outs. Bruce Chen trying to close him out. Swing and a miss there. Bellinger was going for the tie game here. It's 1-2 with 2 outs. That'll be on the ground foul. He's staying alive. Bellinger again. They really want to get in Paul Blair. 1-2. 2-2. Bruce Chen. 38 pitches. 39. Hard hit. This will be short. The first, and that's the out. And we go to the 8th inning. It's still 6-4. Brett Boone's 3-run home run was huge. Here's Brian Jordan now. Part of the ABC, and that's going to be a strike. Jim Palmer is in. Really? And Jimmy, I guess he'll start game 7. But Jim is in. And that'll be 1-2. They know they need to stop Atlanta from scoring, and it'll be 2-2. Why they bring in Jim Palmer, I don't know. Maybe they won't pitch him. There's a strikeout, 1 out. 1 out, and here's Chipper, 1 for 3. I don't think anybody was expecting this. It'll be a ball high, 1-0 to Chipper. He's 1 for 3 today. And that'll be fouled away, 1-1. A lot of foul balls today. Jim Palmer, a surprise appearance. Jones to left field, and it'll hook foul, 1-2. 6-4, Atlanta leads. Brett Boone's home run the key. Did he go? No, it's 2-2 with an out. Nobody on, 2-2 with 1 out. High pop fly, hooks foul, and it'll go foul. Game number 5, 8th inning. Struck him out. That was a high fastball, 2 out. And with 2 outs, and here is Brian Klesko at 226, and it's going to be a strike. 0-1 with 2 outs to Ryan. Below 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Below 2-1 with 2 outs. So Brian Klesko, he had a big error. That's going to be center field to Paul Blair. The line drive, and they make the catch. The Braves are looking good. They're at 6-4, but here comes Baltimore.
Good, Danny.
Baltimore's putting pressure. Here's Boog Powell. Now when we say these names, this might be the last time we see them all year. John Rocker will come in. 0-1, 23 innings pitched, 15 hits, 4 earned runs, 35 strikeouts, 5 walks, and 1.57 ERA. And he's going to come in against Boog Powell. He's 1 for 2 today, bottom of the 8th. Baltimore is... it's not looking that great, but they've been putting people on base. That's going to be a strike to Powell. And did he go? Yes, he did. It's 0-2. The 0-2. Davey Johnson will be up next. And Powell will foul it off. Here in the bottom of the 8th inning. We could see a World Series here. 0-2, he fouls it off. 6-4 Braves. And low 1-2. John Rocker, 5 pitches. Trying to make John with a lot of pitches here. That is 2-2. Nobody out. The 7th pitch by Rocker. It's 3-2. If he walks Boog with nobody out, then you're really in fighting as the meat of the order is going to be up. Putting somebody on base is a huge caveat. The 3-2. He struck him out again. He swung at ball 4. Oh my goodness, the Orioles are killing themselves. And here's Davey Johnson, who's 2 for 2. Oh my goodness. That'll be a strike to Davey. Orioles just kicking themselves. Deep to left field. This might cut it to 1. This is gone! Gone! And Davey Johnson, it's now 6-5. Bottom of the 8th, 1 out, 1 strike. Davey Johnson goes deep. Oh, he's clutch. Oh, he is clutch. You remember last year when he had a miracle grand slam against the Washington Nationals. And here in the bottom of the 8th with 1 out, here's Frank. Now they're only down by a run with 1 out. Here's Frank Robinson, 2 for 4. And Rocker inside, ball 1. And Robinson, Buford, and Redmond. Robinson 2 for 4. He has 3 RBI today. And Robinson will foul that off, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Rocker is now down to a 1-run lead to defend, and Robinson fouls it off. Remember in that same National Series, a huge home run by Robinson. The 1 ball, 2 strike pitch. That'll be fouled again. He's staying alive. The 1-2. 2-2 now with 1 out in bottom of the 8th inning. It's 6-5. 10 hits for the Orioles. Frank Robinson. 2-2 counts. He's only hitting .208 this year. The 2-2. Hit foul again. Bottom of the 8th inning. It's 6-5. The Orioles with a home run by Davy Johnson. The 2-2 pitch again. Fouled again. They're up to the 8th pitch. The 8th pitch on Frank Robinson. The 2-2. Fouled again. Rush to number 9. Rocker's up to 18 pitches. They're going to have to go to a... They can't get the 2-inning save on him. No way. If they put Robinson on, it's going to be a headache for the Braves. The 2-2. 3-2. And the count is full with 1 out, and Frank, he's a tying run. Bottom of the 8th. The 3-2 pitch from John Rocker. Struck him out. He struck him out. And there's 2 outs. And now Donnie Buford, who's 0 for 4. Donnie's 0 for 4 here in the bottom of the 8th. Bottom of the 8th, there's now 2 outs. It's going to be outside 1-0. Rocker, 21 pitches. This got to be his last inning. If you're Baltimore, they're saying no. Please, pitch him another one. Redmond. That's Donnie Buford, sorry. And it's fouled off. Merv Redmond will be next. The Rocker here, it's 1-1 with 2 outs. The 1-1. He swung at ball 2, and now it's 1-2 instead of 2-1. Oh, that was way down. Donnie Buford not looking good at all today. Baltimore got 1 run in this inning. The 1-2 pitch. That's going to be a little blooper. It might go in for a base hit. And it will not. It's a catch. It's a catch in center field. And we go to the 9th inning. It's 6-5 Atlanta. Going to the 9th inning, and here's Eddie Watt. Eddie Watt will be pitching here. We look here, the Orioles are not dead yet. You're correct. The Orioles are not dead. Boone would be, I would guess, HC 0023. I would say Boone would right now be the MVP of this game, easy. Maybe Davy Johnson, who knows? Johnson was the MVP of last year's World Series. And the Orioles are not dead yet. They're not. They're not dead yet. And good to see HC 0023. This is a great game. This is the only real great game of the series. Yesterday was okay, and the first 3 were absolute boring. But here we go to the top of the 9th inning. Let's see if they can get any insurance runs. And here's Javi Lopez. And that'll be high ball 1. So Lopez, the catcher, he's 0 for 3. And that'll be a shot. Picked up. Bellinger to Boog. 1 out. So 1 out, top of the 9th. Here's Brett Boone. 2 for 3, 2 home runs, 4 RBI. You're right, MVP. MVP, that 3-run home run. He had a solo shot, and then he had that 3-run home run. Make it 3-2 to 6-2. And that's going to be a strike. Eddie Watt, he's 3-0. He'll be 0-2 with an out. Brett Boone. 1 ball, 2 strikes with an out. And Eddie, low 2-2. Brett Boone, the second baseman. 3-2 with an out already. Eddie Watt. He might lose Brett Boone. He has 2 strikes on him, and he strikes him out here. I can tell you that every Oriole fan in the world would like to trade a base hit for a strikeout in the 6th inning. And here is Randall Simon, 0 for 3. Still the best hitter, one of the best hitters. Chipper Jones is down to 346. So Chipper now takes the batting average lead, and there's a strike. Swing and a miss there, 0-2, 2 outs. Randall Simon, game 5. Swing and a miss, they're going to throw to first, it gets away. And they're going to throw to first, and is he out or safe? He's out. This is it. We've been going since March. Every day since March. Pretty much every day since March. And it's all down to these 3 outs. If Atlanta gets these 3 outs and John Rocker is still in, if he gets these 3 outs, if Atlanta Braves get these 3 outs, then they will be the best of 114. We've been going since March. We had a 102-game regular season, and we had 5 rounds of playoffs. And now we're here. This is it. Merv Retman, the right fielder, 1 for 3. This is it. 5th game. So here's John Rocker. Redmond to right field. Is it going to go? No, it's 1 out. Brett Boone, he might be MVP of this game. I'm not sure about the series. Andrew Jones might have it. But now here's Elrod, who's 0 for 4. And I'm thinking you needed to pinch hit and put Andy Etchebarren in. But he's a great late inning hitter. He's hitting .321 in the late innings. They're trying to get anybody on base. Here's Elrod, only .208 in the playoffs. Down ball 1. Can he be a hero? Can any of these be a hero? The pitch. High, ball 2. 2-0. You got everybody here in Baltimore tense. Everybody in the Atlanta dugout tense. It's 6-5. Baltimore is a very difficult team to kill. It's very difficult to kill them. And it'll be a strike, 2-1 with 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 9th, 6-5, a World Series on the line. The pitch, down low, it'll be 3-1. 3-1, will they put Hendricks on? The 3-1 pitch to Elrod. Swing and a miss, it's a full count with 1 out. And Elrod has to be smart. John Rocker with 2 out, with 1 out. The 3-2 pitch to Elrod Hendricks, one of the biggest of his career. That's going to be a shot to Guillen to Klesko, and they got 2 outs. And this whole season for Baltimore is down to Brooks Robinson. Brooks is 0 for 4 today. There's no time clock. You got to get this last out. Kevin McGlinchey comes in. He's a new pitcher. He'll be the one if he gets this out celebrating. 0-1. He's 6 1/3, 13 hits, 6 earned runs. Struck out 9, walked 1, and 8.53 ERA. And this is it. This is it. Brooks Robinson could be the last one. Here's Kevin McGlinchey. McGlinchey to Robinson. Big pitch. And it's going to be a strike, they call it. It's a curveball right on the outside corner. 0-1 to Brooks. If he gets on, then it's Paul Blair. The 0-1 with 2 outs. Outside 1-1. 0 for 4 is Brooks Robinson, the third baseman. The 1-1 with 2 outs. Oh, it's a strike there, and now he's down to the last strike. Atlanta is down to their last strike. 1 more strike and they're going to win the World Series. Robinson, their last hope. The 1-2 from McGlinchey. high into right field. It's going to hook foul, though. It's going to hook foul. And it's still 1-2 with 2 outs. It's going to hook foul. Bottom of the ninth, 6-5. This is it. The 1-2 from McGlinchey to win the World Series. Strike 3, they win the World Series! Atlanta wins the World Series! They've done it 4 games to 1. They survived 3 Game 7s, and they've come around in a World Series. They've had dominating performances for 2 games. They came on strong in the game number 4, and they came by and they won one of the good ones in this one. They hold on and they win the World Series. They've won it all. The 1999 Atlanta Braves can move on with the 1970 Baltimore Orioles as the 2 champions of the Champions League. Oh my goodness, the Champions League has ended. We've been going since March, all through this summer. The Atlanta Braves, not the most noticed team, but when they got in here was certainly an incredible effort. An incredible effort. Incredible on the strikeout from McGlinchey. The Atlanta Braves are world champions, and now taking a look, Series MVP Andrew Jones. We'll take a look at this. Brett Boone, the player of this game. And Boone ended up, he was an unbelievable player, 2 for 4 RBIs. And Brett Boone was incredible. They were 61 and 41 in the regular season, and they ended up winning it all. Atlanta, their first world championship. Baltimore, they beat Baltimore 6-5. And Andrew Jones, the MVP of the series. And for the second straight year, the series ends in Baltimore's Memorial Stadium. There's the statistics. Boone is unbelievable. Jones was unbelievable. And that was it. Nobody else. They only had 6 hits all day. They only had 6 hits. Except for those 2, everybody else combined had 2 hits. For Baltimore, they had 10 hits, but the problem was they had big gaps. Buford 0 for 5. Hendricks and Robinson 0 for 5. Buford, Hendricks, and Robinson 0 for 15. They had chances with the bases loaded to get in runs, and of course, in the top of the 6th inning, Baltimore was really looking good to win the game. In the top of the 6th, they scored. That was big. Ryan Klesko hit a run-scoring double against Dobson, but that error, that was big. That was big. The error on Brooks Robinson. The error was big because it was a double play to end the inning, and instead of a double play, Ryan Klesko with the double and Brett Boone with the 3-run home run. Instead of the double play, and that was a big error. That was a huge error, and Baltimore knows it. That was a big, big error, and what do, you know? That was... Brooks Robinson will be living that down to the next Champions League. My goodness. They win the World Series. Brett Boone, incredible. And when you take a look at the series, Atlanta won 18-5, 12-1, 7-4, and 6-5. But they won the first game 18-5, and they won the second game 12-1. Baltimore win big in game 3, but in game 4, they couldn't pull ahead, and in game 5, they had chances, they couldn't do it. Andrew Jones was 12 of 25. He had 6 home runs and 11 RBIs in the series. Davey Johnson was 368, 2 home runs and 5 RBIs. He was last year's MVP. And as you can see, the Orioles were upset when you looked at the very beginning of the game, 7 of the 9 Orioles were ranked higher than the Atlanta Braves. But those solo shot home runs in the World Series in 5 games, they hit, oh my God, they hit 9, 11, 15, 19, 20, 23. They hit 24 home runs in 5 games. Let me repeat that. They hit 24 home runs in 5 games. Look at this. Blair, Hendricks, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 in the first game. 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 in the second game, so we're up to 9. In the third game, up to 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. Then 15 and 16. And then 17 and 18 and 19. So 19 home runs. So 9, 11, 15, 19. So who knows? I don't know. That's adding up to something different. But all those home runs, I know I'm missing a few. Oh, I see. I counted the wrong thing. It wasn't 4 in the first game. So it's 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 23, and there's a 24th in there somewhere. So it does add up. They did hit 24 home runs in 5 games. That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. And that is unreal. 20, so HC0023. It was an absolutely unreal homer fest for Atlanta. It was incredible. Atlanta's pitching is supposed to be one of the best of all time. And this team, built on speed, hit the ball so hard, they hit 24 home runs in 5 games in a World Series. That is tough. I can't even fathom that. This goes down for the ages because of all the home runs. It was incredible. They scored 30 runs in the first 2 games. And once Baltimore settled down, Baltimore was good. But oh my, so what next? You know, the first Champions League on my Facebook page, I was a little, teary-eyed at the end of it. Then that was only 50 games. That was really, really a good series. And the Orioles were a miracle team then. Atlanta survived 3 Game 7s. They survived 3 Game 7s. Out of 5 series, they won 3 Game 7s. They were underdogs going into this series, and they ended up really convincingly win. Now, what next? I mean, we got the PlayStation 5 tournament and all that, but this is one of the better ones that I do, and it's like another year. It's like another year gone when I get done this, and so much will happen for me between this season and the beginning of next Champions League season. So much. And when I take a look at these seasons and how they just mark the moments in my life, last year when I did Champions League 1, I was working in Beijing, and I totally had no idea about where I'd be once COVID came and I was cut, and I was looking for a job. Now number 2 comes. I'm in Thailand. I like it here. But, I have no idea what the situation in the world where I'll be. It's weird thinking that, because you go from March to September, and then you do this in the Champions League, and it becomes it becomes unique and it becomes like something really cool. And next year, yeah, there'll be a little bit of changes. I'm going to change the format. I change it every year for everything. The Jared Geist League will be the next big project. Every league in the NFL, every team in the NFL in history from 1966 until now will be in a tournament. A single elimination tournament. Every team from 1966 till now. It'll start off when Pro Strategy Football comes out. I'm going to wait on that. For Thailand right now, a couple years. Yeah, I stayed here first year, like the school, like the people. Year number 2 will be here. Year number 3. If you're thinking of teaching, I highly recommend going international. It's the best experience I've ever had. There'll be some lonely days and some great days. Some days that you'll be frustrated beyond beliefs. Some days where you'll get rewards that are beyond anything you'd ever dream. I guess my best rewards are when I drive and I just see scenery that I feel really, really lucky to see. And, you know, a little teary-eyed again because this marks, again, the end of a year. It's almost like a birthday or Christmas or something like that. But every year things change, and with this will change too. Last year was only 50 teams, and it was only 49 games. And we had the group stage for the first round of the playoffs, which had the greatest comeback in the history ever on my Facebook page, when the Orioles were down 14-8 and there were no outs and one on, and they hit a double play ball and there was an error and they tied it at 14 in the bottom of the 9th inning, and then in a must-win game or else they were out of it. And then they go down 17-14 in the 11th and they end up winning 18-17. That was easily one of the most unbelievable games. And the game was glitching and everything was happening. It was one of the most unbelievable things I've ever seen. That's why Dave May, my God, Dave May. I remember that. It's a lot of work to put into tournaments. But again, I do these things so people can escape life. So much. And I give one of these at the end of every Champions League. I do it so people don't have to put up with crap in the world. They can just come home after dealing with all the crap in the world, and they can turn on a baseball game and enjoy a baseball game. That's all the only reason I do it. Don't do it for fans. I do it for people so they can forget the world, they can escape, and they can remember the good moments in life. And that's why I do it. That's why I do all of this, but especially this one. So I'm going to sign out here for Champions League number 2. I want to thank everybody who's watched this far to listen to this at the very end. I want to thank everybody for joining in. Again, we have the 1983 MLB playoffs replay coming up. For football, we have Canadian football and Super Tecmo Bowl that we're going to mix together. And then next March, what I'm probably going to do is what I did for my football league, where I did the best sim team of all time. I'll take 100 years of every team, and what I'll do is I'll just simulate the 100 years of every team and take the winning team, like the last 100 years of the New York Yankees. So it'll be 1921 to the present. And then we'll simulate them all, and then take the best record there, and then we keep going and going and going and stuff like that. So that'll be good. So thank you everybody. Thank you everybody. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day. Stay safe. And we'll see you next time. Catch me in some other projects. Thank you very much for tuning in, and good luck with everything. Have a great day.